Hello all. In this video we are going to talk about strings in Python. So if you want to do basic string operations, you do not need to import any module. And as I told you, whether you use single or double quotations, the result is not going to be any different. So here I have created two strings, hello world. One of them has a leading space, white space. The other one has a trailing white space, and this one also has a trailing one as well. And then here the first thing is I use type, so you see that they are both strings, no difference, right, as you can see. Then I show you that format command that you remember we had in print command. So what I want to show you is the location or index for a string that is the same as an array. So here if I start with index of 0, then I say, for example, give me string 1 at 0, it is going to give me capital H for string 1, right? If I say 1, it's going to give me the second element, right? So just like arrays, the first element is element 0, the next one is element 1. So when I say 1, you're going to get E in this case, not H, and you can see that over here, right? So strings are arrays of characters, that's what it is. The command length also works on the string, the same command that works on the arrays, it works on the strings. So here, if I want the length of string 1, as you can see, I have 5 letters here, I have 5 here, I have 1 space here, I have 1 space here, and then I have an exclamation mark. So I should have a total of 13 characters, as you can see. So that is the length, this is the index. Then we have concatenation, which is putting strings together and making a bigger string. So here I'm going to combine this string 1 and 2, and all you need to do is to use the plus to concatenate it, and here you get this bigger string, right? And that is all the concatenation. I can convert all of the characters in a string into lowercase or uppercase. So here I'm going to apply a lower to this, which is going to turn this capital H and capital W into lower cases. And then I do upper on string 1, which converts everything to upper cases. And these are those two different scenarios, okay? So converting everything to lower or uppercase. And the other conversion that you can do is called title. In title, what you do, you convert the first letter of every word where the words are separated by space. You convert the first letter of each word into uppercase, right? So this hello world is already into the title format. So I apply it to string number 2 instead. And that is going to change that H to capital and this W to capital, and this is the result as you can see over here. Okay, so this is a very interesting command. Basically, it looks at the words, it parses the string into words separated by space, and then goes ahead and capitalize the first one. In MATLAB, if you want to do that, you have to write a for loop or a while loop, basically, and while loop. And here you see I can do it with this single command title, which is really beautiful for string manipulations. And so here we assume that words are separated by a white space. The next thing we can do is to get rid of white spaces. And we have the command strip that gets rid of the white spaces, whether they are leading or trailing, so on the left or right. If you just want to get rid of the ones on the left, use the lstrip method. If you want to get rid of the ones on the right, use the R or right strip method, right? So what I do here is I get rid of the white spaces on the right side of string 1, and then I say, what's the length of that? So remember, string 1 does have 1 on the right side, and right now this guy has 13 characters. If I get rid of that and I run the command length, I should get 12 instead of 13, and this is exactly what you get over here. Then I do left strip onto string 2, and string 2, if we count how many characters it has, so we have a 5 and a 6, that's 11, and then we have 3 spaces, one here, one here, one here. So the original length is 14. If I get rid of the left one, I should get 13 here, and again, that's what you see here. And if I get rid of both left and right white spaces for string 2, which is this one and this one, then instead of 14, I should go down to 12, which is this guy here. So you see, this is getting rid of white spaces using the strip method. The other methods and functions we have is find and replace, which is very common and useful. So if you say str find double L, go ahead and wherever you see double L, find the first occurrence of that and give me the location of that. So where is it in this one that you see double L? Well, it's here. This is where the double L starts, and the beginning of that is which position? It's here. And what is that position? Well, this is position 0, index 0. This is index 1. This is index 2. So at location 2 in string 1, that's where I have double L's, and this is the result. This 2 is this variable location, loc, L-O-C, that I'm printing. One other thing you can do is to find something and replace it. So here I'm asking in string 1 to find capital H and replace it with capital J. So this H should be converted into J. You can see here. And then we can also use the count method. So here I'm asking how many lowercase l's you can find in string 1. And it goes and say here 1, here is 2, and this is 3. So I should have 3 small l's, lowercase l's in string 1. And that's what you can see over there. The other thing I can do is parsing, which is done using the split command. So this split command will break your entire string into individual words as long as they are separated by space here. So here again, words are separated by a white space. And then here, I'm going to break this into 3 words, hello, EEA, and then fans. Then I'm going to show token 2, which is EEA, right? As you can see, and that's what you can see over there. And the final things are logical commands to see if any specific character is a letter, it's a number, it's a white space, it's uppercase, it's lowercase, and there is more, right? So you can here use is lower, right? You have that comment, that other one too, dot is lower. You can have that one as well. And there are others, but these are the most important ones. So here I say go to this text, which is this guy, go to location 0, or the first character, this. Is that alpha? Is that the letter? So it is, so this should be true. Go to 9, right? Go to location 9. And here, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 for us means the 10th letter, which is this guy. And so, is this number a numeric? And again, the answer is true. So the first 2 questions should be true, and you see they are. Then I say go to location to index 3, which is the 4th letter, 4th character, and that is this guy here. Is that the space? Again, yes, it is, so it is true. And finally, go to the index 5, which is the 6th character, and here is 6 here, right? That should be 6. Or index 5, is that an upper? And you see it was not, so the answer is what? It's a false. So these are logical commands: parsing, removing white space, find, replace, count, upper, lower, title, concatenation, length, and indexing. So hopefully these basic important commands were useful for you for string manipulations, and I will see you in my next lecture. Thank you.